Okay, we're coming full circle here. All we got to do is put the main fuse in and then this left-hand side cover, and we'll probably put the seat on and keep on rolling here. So pretty simple. Main fuse plugs in. You want to make sure this bike's keyless, no key. So make sure your emergency shut-off switch is in the off position. Go ahead and plug your main fuse in. Now this cover, you want to put it in so the Velcro's facing up, because you got your little Velcro pad here. They got it made up. So pretty simple. You hear it click. Both the little tangs on both sides are clipped. And then this little plastic thing has to go in its little valleyway there. Take it and just kind of line it up. Feel it go in. Got your Velcro here. Good enough. This is your power port lead. If you're bringing it in the Harley dealer, that's where they plug in their digital tech. That thing was just kind of laying in here. It didn't have anything Velcroed or nothing, so you can kind of creatively tuck it into here. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Got your two grommets, just got to line them up with the posts. Pretty simple. And of course, Harley's got a spec for that. 24 to 36 inch-pounds. We'll put her right in the middle. There we go. Okay, while I got her here, I'm just going to go ahead and pop the seat back on real quick, and we'll get that taken care of. Pretty straightforward. You got a little tang here. Goes right under here. And they got a wire harness right in the way here, so just kind of watch it come in. Got the little knurled thumb wheel here, you just tighten them down. Passenger seat, same thing. Got your little slots, go right on your little pegs. And what you're trying not to do is scratch your rear fender. That's why I always kind of guide my screwdriver down with my fingers. Snug that up, because you don't want to scratch your rear fender. You look at motorcycles that come in, they always got all these big scratch marks right around the rear fender. It's from the seat, from the screwdriver, from the screw, from people being careless. Don't be that guy. Okay, we're getting close. We're going to drop it down. We're going to do the electrical inspection safety check. We're going to run the bike, and we're going to double check the tranny oil and the motor oil levels. Okay, we got a little heat in the motor. We got the oil filter filled full of oil. I watched the little oil light, went out. You kind of want to check that. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to start with the transmission oil level. Go ahead and pop the dipstick out here. As you're reading in your manual, it needs to be checked on the jiffy stand. This is why we've got all the side covers off, because it's not easy access. Now, put the dipstick back in and just thread it in until it bottoms out. Back it out. Take a reading. Looking at that, actually it looks like we could add a couple ounces maybe. All right. Okay, so we added a couple more ounces there, just see where we're at. Okay, now we're looking good. I'm going to go ahead and install this, and then there's a torque spec on the dipstick here. Kind of comes back to how hot the motorcycle is. If you got this thing piping hot and you let it drip dry overnight, it's going to vary on how much you put for motor oil and tranny oil and primary oil. Snug her up with your 3-inch ratchet. Harley's saying 25 inch-pounds to 75. We're just going to put it right in the middle. And obviously on older high mileage bikes, you put a new O-ring on that dipstick too, just so you don't get any water getting into the gearbox. Okay, let's take a peek at the motor oil level, see where we're at. Now we know it's probably going to be low because Harley says just for the baseline, put 4 quarts in, run it and check it. So let's see where we're at. Gotta wipe it off, reinstall it on the side stand or jiffy stand, and it's low. So we're going to go ahead and add probably a half a quart, and I'm going to check it again. Just kind of sneak up on it. A little bit more than a half quart there. Okay. See, pretty much got it right on the perfect line. I've got about 4.7 quarts in there. You know, like I said, it really depends on how hot the motorcycle is. Let me go ahead and stick that back in. It's really nice that they increase the volume on this motorcycle because having that much oil on an air-cooled bike is really going to help this motor live a lot longer. So let's go ahead and we're going to put that little plastic sleeve back in and put the side cover back on. Okay, now I was talking about that battery strap. Really all I'm going to do is kind of tuck it up behind these wires here get that out of the way. Then this has to go down in a slot there. So you just kind of line that up. That goes down in there. And actually, you know what? I got to get this battery cable or strap out of the way, because if you're looking at it, this has to go into a little clipped area. This top part has to go into a clipped area. And of course, our little bottom one first. So, strap out of the way. That goes in. Lower one, upper one. This upper one it's barely staying in. And it's really irrelevant because this whole piece is going to encapsulate it on this rim. So, one peg on this side. Go ahead and line it up. Got the 2 bolts. See how our plastic cover's underneath it there? 2 screws. .24 to 36, same as the other side. Inch pounds. Okay, we're closing in on finish here. Let's go ahead and redo the electrical check real quick. And that's kind of just double checking your work on the motorcycle here. So basically all we're going to do is power it up. You can check your dash. We'll start with the right-hand turn signal. Working here, I can see it's working there. Rear, left, same thing. Dash bulb's working. Front, rear. Brake light, front, rear. High beam indicator's working. Spots, everybody's home there. And how about the horn? Yep. 4 ways. We're good on the dash, good up front, good on the back. Okay. And we know the motorcycle starts and runs, so pretty much getting her wrapped up. We'll go out, test ride the bike. Obviously, you were messing with the brakes. You got to double check all that stuff. Okay, brake light's good. Looks like everything electrical is working on the motorcycle. So. Okay, service on the M8's pretty much done. Probably kind of wipe the bike up, get all your fingerprints off, go take it for a ride. You want to feel the brakes, front and rear. Make sure everything feels cool when you ride the motorcycle. You know, as you can see, you watch this video, service on your motorcycle. I mean, routine maintenance, it's pretty simple. You just break it down into these steps, and it's something you can do yourself. Obviously, you're going to save thousands of dollars, really, if you add up all these 1K, 5K, 10K, so on. And you got the factory manual. You'll be taking the wheels off, getting your tires mounted. Pretty much tackling everything you can. I mean, just kind of keep taking your time. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you have to have it done by the weekend to go for a ride. Plan ahead. You got your notes on the tools you need. You got the notes on the parts you're going to need. That way you don't put yourself in a situation where all of a sudden now I need this part, nobody stocks it, you know, and then you got your back against the wall. So plan ahead. You know, I want to thank you for watching the video. We want to hear from you. You're the customer. You sent us an email on this project. We listened. That's what we like. We want to hear from you guys. So once again, I'm Mike Rowan, and thanks for watching. And as usual, rent safe.